It's an adaptation of the myth of Médée, which has gone through many permutations over the years. Médée is a sorceress. She falls in love with Jason and the Argonauts, as he's on his quest to win the Golden Fleece to try and reclaim his throne in Iolcus. They fall in love, and she, as well as being a sorceress, is also a murderess. And she's so obsessed with Jason, they're so much in love with each other, that she's prepared to kill her own brother as a distraction, as they're being pursued by her father. They eventually make their way back to the kingdom of Jason, but he's denied his throne by his uncle Pelias, and Médée murders Pelias. Acastus, who is Pelias' son, pursues them, and they flee with the Argonauts and the Argos, the ship, the famous ship, and they make their way to Corinth, which is where our story is set. And in Corinth, Jason meets Creusa, who is the daughter of King Creon, and they fall in love, but also to make a political alliance. He agrees that he's going to marry Creusa, although he's already married to Médée. And therein lies our drama, therein lies the crisis. And when Médée begins, we see Médée wrestling with the suspicion that she's about to be abandoned. She has two sons by Jason who have come with him to Corinth, and the sons become the modus operandi by which she takes revenge on Jason's infidelity. And the sons at the end of the story are slain by their own mother, which is shocking, but also very, I should once say, there are sexual politics at work in this story as well, which makes it so powerful and so fascinating, because Médée absolutely has a point of view. And to do in the world of ancient Greek myth, to take away a man's bloodline is to absolutely annihilate that man. So the vengeance that she takes is absolute and devastating. And it's a very difficult story to find empathy with the character of Médée. But extraordinarily, we do find empathy with her. She does struggle with her emotions, she does struggle with her love for the children, but ultimately, it's the necessity to punish Jason that consumes her. Let's also remember this woman is a sorceress. She has the duality. She lives as a mother and a wife, but within her is a primal connection to the earth, to the gods. That power is all-consuming. And what's fascinating in Charpentier's opera is through 5 acts, we see this character struggling with this demon that lives inside her soul. She almost, like, one could say, she takes down the whole society of Corinth with her in her desire to take revenge on Jason. And yet the music she sings is of such variety and very often of such intense beauty. And Charpentier very cleverly puts us in contact with her soul. And at that moment of contact, yes, we have to find empathy with her. Why do we keep returning to Greek myth? It's because these myths speak universal truths about our nature, about ourselves, about the way that we exist within society, the way that we relate to the world that we live in, the way we relate to each other. And that's why the myths are transformative, because the myths are always true. The Charpentier with the libretto by Thomas Corneille, which is an adaptation of his brother's stage adaptation, again gives us a new gloss, because it's very focused on the society of Corinth, and lots of subsidiary characters are introduced. I think within each one of us there is duality, and within each one of us there is a capacity for rage and a capacity for darkness. And I think the journey of life is finding equilibrium. But what a myth does is it takes the lid off Pandora's box, another Greek myth. You know, we look into the abyss, and myth allows us to explore the most primal, darkest impulses that we are absolutely capable of. Because I think within every one of us is the capacity to flip to the dark side. And do we let that dark side consume us, define us? Do we let destruction loose? We can. We're all capable of it. And I think that's one of the eternal fascinations of the mythology of Médée. The fact that Corneille and Charpentier sort of embed this Médée myth in a court, like a Versailles court, but also the telling of this story. So I wanted to find a very elegant period for this, and also I wanted to find a world where it's explicit that allies are gathering in preparation for a war. So I just went into fantasy and went, okay, what if it's 1947? What if the Second World War is still going on? What if you know, things have turned out differently? So we characterize Orange as the Americans, as the GIs, as the Air Force. We characterize Jason and the Argonauts as the British Navy. We characterize the world of Création and Corinth as being the world of Charles de Gaulle. It's a nice, elegant solution. It also gives us the ability to be playful, because weirdly, in such a brutal and distressing story, this operatic treatment, there are moments of lightness. There are moments of great fun going on. There are moments of cynical humor going on. Also, a great deal of dance in the production. Four of the 5 acts end with pretty extended divertissement ballets, which are full of variety and full of humor. Charpentier gives us a sort of lavish treat, a sort of lavish gift. Yeah, full of variety, full of emotion, full of beauty, full of humor, darkness, fear, dread, drama. And I think that's why I find this operatic treatment of Médée so compelling. It's the sheer variety of it that I find so wonderful. I was completely oblivious of tragédie lyrique until I met Bill Christie, until William Christie and I first started working together and talking about things. And it was actually William that said, I want you to listen to Médée. And I did listen to Médée, and I immediately was captivated by it. And I had previously directed the production without William, so this is a wonderful opportunity to finally, after all these years, we're coming together and we're creating this new presentation of Médée for Paris, in collaboration with him and in collaboration with his wonderful singers, most of whom he's nurtured from the Jardin des Voix. If you are interested in seeing one of the absolute jewels of the French Baroque oeuvre, come and see Médée, because it's an outstanding example of what tragédie lyrique can be about. If you're interested in Greek myth, come and see Médée. If you're interested in sexual politics, come and see Médée. If you just want a great show, come and see Médée. It sort of like gives us so many things. It's sort of like is a wonderful package. So yes, it's entertaining. It's good stuff. Come and see it.